line. That's very important. And make sure you have a good tweezer also. Now, as you can see, I have the wig on because I want to see how it looks when it's on my head. That way, I also don't want to over tweeze it. So I usually try my wigs on and then go ahead and tweeze. Now, I know some people tweeze the frontal before the wig is completed, but I usually tweeze mine once I'm done making my wig, once the wig is completed. That way I can try it on my head and see how she's looking. All right, she's looking really good. I'm happy with it. So now we're gonna go ahead and tint the lace. So the lace frontal that I'm using, it is a transparent lace, meaning it doesn't have a color to it. So it is a little bit lighter than my skin, but I'd rather work with a transparent lace because I can at least tint it to match my skin. And I'm using a lace tint. So this one is from the Wig Gurus. I really love using their lace tint. The shade that I use is pure beige. They have like 4 different shades, so definitely check them out if you need to tint the lace. And as you can see, I'm just going in with my blow dryer to dry the product. It's just speeding it up. It can dry on its own, but this is just going to help to speed it up. Now, as for the transparent lace, I feel like on my skin tone, it looks more natural. Sometimes when I get lace from some companies, the lace is way too dark. And once it's too dark, it's really hard to make it look natural and seamless. So I rather have transparent. That way I can tint it to match perfectly. And to make all of my wigs, I use a dome style mesh cap. I got this from Amazon. You can get it at the beauty supply store. And these are my measurements. So I always measure it before I make it. I already know my measurements because I've made a lot of wigs. I will insert a clip in this video on how to measure your wigs. So this is what the frontal looks like, and I'm just folding it. That way I can apply it centered onto my wig cap, and then I'm gonna pull it down and put a hairpin in it. Well, a pin. I'm gonna put a pin in it just to keep it in place. That way I can go ahead and sew this frontal down. I do have more beginner friendly videos on how to make wigs. This video was mainly about how I cut and style this wig and how I customize the frontal. So I'm just gonna go in with my weave needle and thread and start stitching this frontal down. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start putting down the tracks onto the cap. So to make this wig, I actually used 2 bundles of hair, and the length is 10 inches and the frontal was actually 12 inches. Now the reason why I got a 10 inches because I honestly, guys, I wasn't sure of how short I wanted this hair to be. So I know I wanted a bob, but I wasn't sure how short or how long I wanted it to be. So once I was done making the wig, that's when I decided on the length. So as you can see, I'm literally just stitching down the weft, and I am doing the fold over method. And like I said before, if you are new to my channel, you can check out the more